for you until it shows up in her town. Once it shows up in her town, she gonna bust that shit up.
Gangster, Kim.
Yes, of course.
Hi, I was wondering, Osric, I know you did Tough Mudder. I was wondering what your favorite event was, and Kim, if you would ever do a Tough Mudder.
You should do Tough Mudder with
No, I get tired of reading about it. I see the pictures and I'm like, I need a shower.
It's not that hard. Sorry, what was the question?
Says the how old and how much martial arts training and how physically I get.
I didn't work. My knees gave out and I had to be carried like half the way. Yeah, I can do that.
You sound like, and I just had coffee for
Well,
breakfast.
let me.
I'm not doing it.
Here, if your knees give out, Jared and Jess will carry you.
I'm so in.
And they're amazing at that because they're in such good shape and they're so big and so it's just like
the vapors
small
come on.
sack of shit on the shoulder and the back.
I can't, and a grape would be nice.
Yeah, what my favorite what? My favorite part of Tough Mudder was just the bonding experience. Like, one of our favorite things about coming to these cons, and much like a lot of you, is not just like how we interact, it's the people that we hang out with, you know, the people that we meet, and for all of us, like, I've never worked with Kim, but, you know, through these things, we've become really good friends. And so, Tough Mudder, which is why I say you should join us, it honestly is a bonding experience. Like, from the time we get to the hotel, to us driving in a minivan, to get to Tough Mudder, where we're like, you know, changing in the car with each other.
I'm so in.
I mean,
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I know, there's just so many things that we don't normally do here. It's like, Ackles is taking his pants off. Or like, I don't know, just like Rob, Rich, like, everyone's just like, it's like a group of just friends going off on an adventure, and then we do it. We do it, and yeah, we're crawling in mud and stuff, and we're not ever running at our maximum pace because sometimes you get bottlenecked and you're like just walking through mud, and so you're just dirty.
This is the best sell job ever.
But it's fun because you just end up talking the entire time, and when you get to these obstacles, which it's not that crazy, but a lot of them are teamwork orientated. And so Jared was always the first to jump up, and then he'd like start like hoisting people over. And it was just like obstacle after obstacle.
I told myself my upper lip wasn't gonna get sweaty this morning.
It was just so much fun because it was just a lot of like, hey, high five, hey, good job, blah blah blah. And then me, you know, I was just trying to film the whole thing. It is coming out at some point. So we filmed the whole thing. Because I'm like, guys, who's got GoPros? Rob had GoPros, and so me and Jared put them on. And yeah, it was great. And the big thing is that electroshock therapy. So there's one part.
I'm out. Never mind. I'm done.
There's one part of the course which is like a bunch of dangling wires, and some of them are charged with like 10,000 volts, 30,000 volts. That's like their gimmick, right? Crazy Tough Mudder run with the, you know, shock yourself at the end. But it wasn't that bad. They have EMTs on standby. The only thing I'll say.
Well, you just sailed through my yes and right back to my fuck no.
This is an
I don't
optional
care.
event.
Jensen apples, no pants, not worth 10,000.
What? No, come on. Come on. He's worth at least a 40,000 jump.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's not that bad. You don't have to do it. Like Rob really should have done it. His wife was really angry that he did, but he just couldn't. He could not do it. But let me tell you, okay, so this is how it felt. It was like you gotta do this because you don't want one of them to touch your eyes. That's the only thing I was worried about.
You're all hearing this, right? I'm having this response.
So the 10,000 ones aren't that bad. It's the 30,000 wall that you want to make. like this, just slowly, and you kind of like brushing past a couple wires, and every now and then it was like, oh. Right, and that was a 10,000 volt. I got one 30,000 volt, and it was like, come, and then it's like, oh. And it just feels like this incredible weight pushing
And
down.
you realize you will never father children.
Well, hopefully not, but at some point, like after that third one, I was like, I do not want that one again, and I just started like bobbing and weaving, and I could actually avoid all of them. But the worst one, and this is what you don't do. Some people, they're like, I'm gonna get this over with really quickly. They take a running start, and they run into it, and then they're just like this, and then they get jolted by one of the 30,000
It's like
ones.
the jellyfish in Finding Nemo.
But their legs give out under them, and they're running full speed, and so they just face plant into like a bay of hail or right into the ground, and some of those falls look so bad. And it's because they're trying to get it over with, and then they're just like trying to get up, and they keep getting jolted because they're trying to find their feet. It looks so bad. But don't get ahead of yourself. You walk slowly. But yeah, we all did it. I think. Nope. That one you can avoid. That one's like, please, if you're at risk of all these things, don't do this one. So you know. Right, they say that on every single one because they don't want people dying or getting flesh-eating bacteria. I mean, it's part of the risk, but they don't want it. Also, we get really colorful shoes. We got all these shoes that we really like.
Death and flesh-eating bacteria.
That only happened to like 2 people.
That's too many.
Out of the entire mud run.
I see what you're doing. You don't want me to come, do you? You don't want. You're like, as soon as this started, you're like, Kim's a liability. She will drag us down, and Jared will probably carry her instead of me. So, because that makes one take us up. So, I'm gonna make it look like a worry bag, and then I'm gonna tell her why she shouldn't come. And now you still have dibs on Jared's shoulders.
He's got enough shoulder for both of us. One of these. Plus, if I take Jared, he can get you. We can have Jensen.
Yeah.
But honestly,
It's too high for people to hear me scream for help.
it's a lot of fun. And after we just go back into like the house and we're just like relaxing, we watched the boxing match, and we honestly were like, you know what? It'd be nice if like Cam, Elena, some of the girls were here. Like as much as it was fun to have the boys, but we want to include ladies.
Brianna will do it. She kicks ass.
Yeah.
I will applaud and hold water for you.
I mean, well, sorry. We'll convince you. Sorry about that. Hi.